there is awareness that there is a virus, correct?
Yeah.
And people are taking their own personal precautions. So that all that helps. That awareness helps. Nobody is hiding it. It's global. And we're all listening. So Nigerians, they are very sensitive. So they are managed. That's one. In terms of government input, government is also, at the airports, they've set up a lot of processes to detect. I remember when we landed on the 11th, we were left inside the plane for long. They say, no way, you're not coming down. So we had to fill a form, answer questions one by one before you stepped out. They will check your temperature. When did you take paracetamol last? When did you take antibiotics last? So they're already at the gates, let's say at the proper gates, hoping that people are not coming from illegal gates. But at the proper gates, the government has taken steps, at least to look at, to check those flying into the country from anywhere. Because you may not fly straight from China. You can go from China to, if you're depending on the airline you use. I hope you get what I mean. So any airline coming in, the passengers will be checked. We were locked. They didn't allow us to get down. So they are trying to check the ports. But in terms of drug discovery, that's another cup of tea. For you to discover drugs, discover vaccines, it is not bread and butter. Many times the research has been going on for years. I mean, to produce one medicine, it can take us 10 to 15 years. Although we now have processes, that can reduce drug discovery time. So those are things Nigerians need to embrace. I do know that there are some people that are working hard on viruses. We have one, Professor Happy. He's doing a lot on viruses, on Lassa fever. He was one of those that also detected Ebola at that time. So how is his lab set up? It is set up by a lot of support, grants, World Bank grants, and so on and so forth, a lot of collaboration. For us to discover these things, we need to empower such centers. Nigeria needs to inject money, so they are working around the clock. They are testing so many viruses, so that if one comes up, they can easily detect to start with. But we should go beyond detection. As a pharmaceutical scientist, when you study the genetics of a disease, when you study the properties and of a particular disease or disease agent, we should use it and target medicines, molecules that can also do what? Kill it or cure it, and so on.